Hello, boys and girls. How are you today? I hope you are all doing good. In today's lesson for social studies, we will discuss about the Dutch colonization in Indonesia. Are you guys ready? Okay, we will start in 3, 2, 1. Before 1511, the Portuguese was looking for spices. That's why they were sailing all around the world, especially Asia. They arrived in Indonesia at the time the name is Hindia Belanda in 1511. They arrived in a place named Malacca, and they defeated the Kingdom of Malacca in the place. After that, the Spaniards arrived in Hindia Belanda in 1521 in Tidore, and then followed by the Netherlands in around 1596. They came to Hindia Belanda for three reasons: gold, for selling spices to their own country; glory, for finding as many places as possible to dominate; and gospel, to share the religion. To accomplish their mission, they built VOC. It's the first Dutch multinational company in the world. It's a very big company in the world at that time. To accomplish their missions, VOC did three things. First, they changed all the plants in Banda Island into spices only. Second, they took the spices and sold it to their own countries at a crazy expensive price. Third, they threatened the local farmers who tried to sell the spices to people other than VOC, so only VOC could get the spices and sold it to their own countries. In 1799, there was a mismanagement and corruption, so VOC went bankrupt on December the 31st in 1799. After that, in their own country there was a war and the Dutch was beaten by French. The French then sent different governors to rule Hindia Belanda. The first governor to send was Herman Willem Daendels. However, Daendels was very cruel, so because of his cruelty he was sent back to the Netherlands and he was replaced by John Willem Janssens. Janssens was a weak governor, so during his government he delivered Hindia Belanda to Britain. Britain came in Hindia Belanda or in Indonesia in 1814, and they sent Sir Thomas Stamford Raffles to rule as a governor. After that, in Europe, there was a war, a very big war, called as the Napoleonic War. After the war had done, Hindia Belanda was given back to the Dutch. And the Dutch sent a new governor called Van den Bosch. He was very mean because he implemented the cultivation system, or we call it Sistem Tanam Paksa. It was a mean system because he asked the local people to plant or to use most of their lands to plant spices, and the local people were given not enough land to plant something for themselves to eat, so they didn't have enough food to eat. After that, because of this cruelty, there was an opponent or someone who tried to fight against the Dutch system of cultivation, named Edward Douwes Dekker. He stated his protest through his book named Max Havelaar. He didn't write his own name on the book, but he used his pen name called Multatuli. After that, local people tried or started to fight against the Dutch system. It was all started by people named Patimura or Thomas Matulesi. And then Thomas Matulesi was born in Saparua in Maluku. And then he got the military training from the army, and he reached or achieved the sergeant major at that time. But he refused to accept the restoration of Dutch power and refused to transfer from the Britain. And then he was appointed by the local people as a capitan to rebel or to fight against the Dutch in 1817. However, on November 11 in 1817, he was arrested and then he was sentenced to death. Patimura, together with his friends, were hanged in front of New Victoria Fort in Ambon. Okay, that's all the lesson today. So please read your handout to get ready for the next sessions, to discuss about the next sessions, to know more about the struggle of Indonesian heroes to reach the independence. Okay, have a nice day, stay healthy, and God bless you.